Hello, this is Doug. I wanted to talk a little bit today about Microsoft's purchase of LinkedIn and why I think that is a good thing and some of the things that it's going to make more difficult for people. I feel that Microsoft, for all of its mistakes over the last decade, is finally in a spot where it's making some smart moves and it's growing. Their new CEO gets it. He understands where the company needs to grow to, and I really feel that this purchase is very strategic for them. Microsoft is always focused on the corporate and the government side, and their customers are on there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. As someone who does I get a lot of my business off of LinkedIn. A lot of my clients are there, and I help a lot of my clients generate the leads off of LinkedIn. There are going to be changes though. The biggest changes I see is there's going to be a lot more pay to play. I really feel that once Microsoft really gets things rolling, there's going to be a lot more. You're going to have to pay for the connections, the in-mails. You're going to have to pay for more of that, but I think it's going to be better. I believe that they'll finally make a good CRM as part of it. The communication within LinkedIn is really bad, especially if you're communicating with more than one or two people. It's bad that you can't. The fact that you can't track who you sent to and who responded separately is just that alone is ridiculous. So it's they're going to make it so it's going to become better, and they're also going to open up an API. That's what Microsoft does. They're one of the best companies in the world at developer tools. That's really why they grew. Is they're really great at developing APIs that people can get into, and it's going to be some real fascinating integrations going forward for companies. I really am looking forward to seeing what happens with that. It's really the other thing I think that's really going to grow is the services area, which is very underutilized. Most people don't know about it, but for those that don't know, essentially there's a freelancer Upwork style profile that you can build, and you can actually go in and hire people to do work for you, and you can also put your profile in there and people can hire you directly through LinkedIn. It does not have to leave LinkedIn for it. Currently there's no fees. Obviously that's one of the things that Nardella mentioned, is that they want to expand that. That's good. You need to get in there. You need to use it. I'll be doing a follow-on video about how to utilize it. What I need to do is prove that I can get business out of there too as well. So I'll be going in there and working on that myself. I'll generate some business through there and show you how I did it. But I believe that area is going to grow dramatically. I really feel that part is going to grow, and you need to be paying attention to that. If you want to do business with anybody that's on LinkedIn, that'll be a great area to be. Plus, being on LinkedIn, it'll give you a great place to find people. And you can look at their network, you can find people within your network. It's going to be really good to see that part of it grow. Another thing that I think is going to be good from this is, let's see, I talked about technology, I talked about where it's going. Well, they also talked about how they're going to integrate the Office 365 environment with LinkedIn and that's really part of the services. So when you're actually in the Office 365 environment, you'll be able to access the services just from there. So that's going to be powerful as well. Some of the bad things, I believe that, let's switch over to that. I believe, like I said, that it's going to become much more of a pay-to-play model. It's going to be, but I'm willing to do that. If I've got something that works, I'm willing to do that. Right now, I'm having to use third-party tools to to utilize it, and most of them, they work great for a while, then they don't. I'm really looking forward to, I don't mind paying that extra. What I don't want to do is like I'm doing right now, is I'm paying and then it breaks, so then I have to go get a new tool, and then that tool breaks. I've tried a lot of different tools over the last year or so, and I'm always testing new ones because the other ones always tend to break, which is the other thing that's coming. I believe that Microsoft is going to they are going to block out a lot of these people that are using that. There are a lot of the tools, the third-party tools, that are skirting around not having an API by using browser extensions. I think that a lot of those are going to break. I think that it's become more and more difficult for those tools to work. So I think that you need to use them now. If you want to grow your network on LinkedIn, you need to focus on it right now. You need to rewrite your profile. You need to be aggressively building your audience out, your connections out. You need to aggressively be doing that because I believe the next 6 to 9 months it's going to change into much more of a pay to play model. So rebuild your profile, get aggressive about building your connections, and you'll be in a much better spot. And I believe also getting into services. If you sell services, get it into services and selling some today. You're going to be thankful going forward because you'll be that people in there that already have some reviews. So go ahead and grow that. I know myself, my team, my clients, we're going to really be aggressively pushing things over the next 6 months. And if you're interested in getting my profile worksheet, you can just go to socialmontana.com/profile, and you can go there and download my profile worksheet that shows you how I recommend you rewrite your profile. All right, thanks. This is Doug. I will talk to you later.